Hi, my name's Paul Rye. I graduated Sydney Film School in 2023.
Did you have any film experience before coming to SFS?
I had absolutely no film experience before I started here at SFS. I started as an actor before I came here, so a lot of stuff in front of the camera and a little bit of theatre work, but no actual experience on any cameras, any lighting, no filmmaker work.
What made you decide to come to film school?
Yeah, I was just super intrigued about behind the camera. I watch a lot of films, I've done a few acting short films and whatnot, and I always wondered what the role requires, who's doing what, how they're doing it, how we got there. So I just wanted to be a part of it and see how I go and if it truly is the love of my life.
And is it?
It is.
So how did you find the classes?
Classes were great, loved every single one of them. I gravitated a little bit towards certain classes more than others. I felt that within the first 6 weeks, gravitated towards writing, directing and producing, but I still try to do my best to learn as much as I can. All the teachers were upfront from the very first class. They said the first couple of weeks will be theory, it needs to be done, which it did, which I definitely valued. And then after the first couple of weeks, went pretty much into prac the whole year. So hands-on basically the whole time, yeah. But loved every single class, definitely.
How did you find the tutors that you worked with?
Tutors, just like the classes, were great. Again, gravitated towards some of the classes and tutors because of the niches I found. Couldn't say a bad word about any of them, loved it all. Would do it all again.
And what was the most enjoyable part of the course for you?
I'd have to pick two things. First thing would be meeting other filmmakers. Those first couple of days talking about our favourite movies, what we are interested in doing, and then crewing up for the productions. So being on set, having all the pre-production done and then putting those plans into action, definitely the biggest high. There's no better high than being on set and watching the magic happen and work. But yes, two things for sure would be meeting crew and like-minded filmmakers, and then the second is production. Loved it.
When you were on set on these productions, what were your favourite crew roles that you undertook?
Favourite crew roles for me, I would say directing, producing. I was a producer all the way through, so I was in pre-production, production, and if the film went on to festivals, distribution, so I stayed all the way through. And I would be on set as a producer as well. I do like first AD work or AD work in general. I don't mind sound. I did sound on a few films, got the hang of it and quite enjoyed it. I had every opportunity to learn all the roles and find out my niche and what tunnel I'm gonna go down. I found that out pretty early, probably the first 6 to 10 weeks. Probably if I'd go back, I would try to learn as much as I can about all of them and not be so fixated on learning these ones and loving these ones. But I'm glad. That's what you come here for. You come here to find out what your niche is, what your love is, and what path you want to take. So I did just that.
So you spoke about working with filmmakers and your classmates. Do you still work with them to this day?
So meeting those filmmakers here, those like-minded filmmakers, we formed a crew and a little production company called Noel St Productions. There's about 6 to 8 of us, and we work on corporate work, music videos, narrative, charity, TVCs, whatever we want to or get our hands on. Meeting everyone here and building those bonds is by far the best thing you can do, because now we're just rolling with it as a crew, and it's great.
Can you speak a little bit about your journey since graduating?
Yeah, so my journey since graduating, we started Noel St Productions in pretty much the minute school finished. So around January, we build that up slowly, taking gigs where we can or trying to get opportunities where we can. And then I had the fortunate luck to go to Fiji for a reality TV show. I was there for about 6 weeks. My role was a talent manager. So I spent a lot of time with the cast and some of the senior producers. It was amazing. 6 weeks in Fiji on such a big show like that. You know, there was 300-400 crew members. Since then, I've been back. We've been as a crew getting corporate work again. And then I've got my film Places Please. So it's screened in a few festivals, and I'm sort of just promoting that the best I can and trying to get it seen by as many eyes. Not for just myself, but all the crew and cast that worked on it. Everyone from school obviously worked on it. We made that here in school. So yeah.
What was it like working on such a big scale production straight from film school?
So the reality TV show I worked on was such a huge scale. Like I said, 300 to 400 crew. I was excited, very nervous at the start, as is expected, but I rolled so well with it, and I'm so proud of myself and for getting the job first, and then not only doing the job, but exceeding, that they kept me on for an extra couple of weeks. They liked what I was doing and the experience. I came back like knowing just little bits and pieces that I didn't pick up at film school. Networked and made other connections and sort of blossomed over there, and now there's other opportunities opening up within reality TV, which hopefully will break into narrative, which is where I see my future. So it was one in a lifetime experience and loved it.
Did you feel that your time at SFS prepared you for the industry or for this particular job, for example?
Yes, I feel that my time at Sydney Film School fully prepared me for what's out in the world. In particular, a few tutors that were very raw and honest of what it's like in the big world and outside those doors. So I took that mentality and that knowledge of what they were telling me straight out and used that in Fiji more than anything so far. What's helped me a lot was we had a screen business class with Nick Bolton here, amazing. I took some one-on-ones with him when I finished school as well to continue it, and I will do more. Sort of what you do at film school is you're making a little toolbox, and you take a bit of everything from every teacher. They've got 30 or 40 years of experience in the industry, so you have to listen. As big as your ego is, you have to leave that aside and just really listen, and I did, and it helped tremendously, yeah.
What has the film festival experience been like?
My film Places Please, or our film, so a number of us made that film here at film school. I wrote, produced and directed it. It's gone on to screen in a number of festivals throughout Sydney and a few interstate. So it's been amazing to make that film in school using the school's resources with a crew behind you, a place to rehearse. Obviously the facilities here are amazing. The talent on deck, we've got talent at the school you can use. So having all those resources to use and make a film that's going to go beyond school and do well is probably the best outcome you could get from film school. So obviously when you come here, you'll have a number of projects to do. Do your best to listen to the tutors, make them as quality as they can be, take them outside of school and see how they go.
So what would you say is the biggest lesson you learned at Sydney Film School?
Biggest lesson I learned, there's been a few, patience being one. Having the patience to tell yourself it's going to be okay and that we're not at the end of the road yet, and just to breathe, that you can rely on the workers at school and you can rely on your crew. And the second thing would be surrounding yourself with smarter people than you. You don't have to know everything. You don't have to know every single department back to front. It is great wearing many hats and knowing bits and pieces of it, enough to get you by. But if you want to direct, you don't have to be the cinematographer. You don't have to know it inside out. You just need to know how to lead and know what you want. To be able to sort of get your vision across to your cinematographer, if we're talking about that relationship, be able to work with them closely because they're your right-hand man, and get your vision across to them and everyone else on the crew. So your set design, all that sort of stuff, so they can make it happen. So patience and surrounding yourself with smarter people for sure, because you won't know everything.
What was your favourite memory at SFS?
My favourite memory at SFS would be the first day here. I was very nervous on my first day, having to meet new people and branch out and make new friends and sit in a classroom again. Was all very scary and new to me. The first day having to play all the games and break the ice and talk about movies and meet everyone was my favourite day because it took me out of my shell, and I think if we didn't have that first day here of the games and all that, the year could have changed and been a lot different.